All right, welcome back to the Trading Post. I'm your host, of course, Trader Stu, and want to talk about a few things this week. I guess some updates, and to perhaps save yourself some research or money, maybe, and say, money and time. Sure, why not? We'll talk about all that. So, first of all, thanks again for the Michigan Renaissance Festival for sponsoring the show. They are sending me tickets soon. I'll be handing those out for the local folks in the area. And hit me up if you'd like some tickets here soon when they open up. All right, so let's get after it. Apollo.io, which is a AI program that I'm utilizing since I am having a hard time or issues hiring. I am attending some job fairs this year, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's like a 1099 thing scares people, like commission only situation or what, but I am hearing the same issues, of course, from all the other, like I said, business owners that are trying to hire and they just can't hire anybody, or if they do hire, they don't keep anybody. I was over at somebody, I'll just keep it, no name and no business name to it, but I'll just say they were running around like a chicken with their head cut off, and because they had somebody that wanted to go to, what was that? What's that festival on Lake St. Clair? Not Billy Bowlegs. It's called, it's by Muscatine Bay. Jobby Nooner. You want to go to Jobby Nooner, which, if you don't know what that is, around here in Michigan, there's once a year. Everyone was supposed to, they cut off work and then they go out on their boat and they tie up and they just they party and drink all day out at Lake St. Clair at like one of the sandbars, And one of the girls wanted to go to that, so she just didn't go to, she called out. And the other girl just no-showed. No call, no show, just whatever. And I think he said the third girl just was like, yeah, I'm sick, which is bullcrap because, it's July, but whatever. So he was the drive-through, the owner, the cook, the barista, and the cashier, and doing all of it. He's the owner of multiple locations of this business, and it's just the same old story over and over and over again. So what we're trying to do is not hire. I don't want to hire because I don't want to deal with that and high turnover. And this job, being in trade or barter, is hard to learn and hard to explain. And, if you are been following the show at any time, once you get past the education segment of it all, you're like, okay, well, it makes sense. I'll try it, at least try it. But to get people through that wall break, it can be challenging. So to keep perpetually training people, and I was going to do the whole, college folk and then summer job and stuff like that. And it didn't work. It didn't happen. Anyway, so I was like, well, all I got to do is just have something to email for me and, see how it works. So if this is you, because you found this podcast due to one of my emails or one of our ads we have placed around the area, welcome. So what I'm doing is right now is I pulled we're advertising in the Ferndale Friends, which is like a circular that goes out, right? So it's got Ferndale, Hazel Park, and Pleasant Ridge are the three towns that it goes to. So I'm trying something where I had to go in. So by the way, if you're a hyper-local business like I am, Apollo's not for you, I found out. After some back and forth, Apollo finally admitted, their Archer, the AI program, said, yeah, we don't really I don't have data for small businesses like that. I have data for, I don't know what I'm going to say, Fortune 500 or 100 companies, but it was kind of along the lines of that. Like, I had the contacts and the emails for that, but not local, like businesses, like small businesses. I'm like, well, great. So I've already got a ton of time and $100 wrapped up into this of the company's money. So I might as well keep playing it out and see what happens. It's already trained. It already knows me. And, I put all that into it, right? So I had my perplexity to train their AI on me. And then I also had to go to what used to be called ReferenceUSA and have it pull leads. So I was able to go down a hyper local like that And you go down to a map-based area, and you just pull. I don't know if you know about this yet. If you're trying to pull leads, but that's a great program. I did it even when I was in ADT sales. I used ReferenceUSA. Anyway, you go into it, pull the businesses, and then you got to filter it down, by small business and employees under 100 and blah 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 blah. Right? So you did that, and then you got to download the CSV file. Then you upload it to the Apollo program for a CSV. Then you have to enrich it. So then your enrichment means that it finds the business name, and then it finds the owner's name, and then it finds the email. And then if you want to spend even more credits, you can get a phone number, which is stupid, I guess, to me, because I can easily just find the phone number by myself for free on Google or, on Maps. So whatever. So I don't call off of it. I just do the cold emails. And I have it send out a 3-email enrichment program. So today, what I did was, or yesterday, you send out an email before the ad goes out, right? Said, hey, check out our ad coming out in Ferndale Friends. So that goes along with having a podcast. So now it creates more of like, I'm not just a fly-by-night, telemarketer or whatever from some other country that's just spamming you. I'm local. I'm in Rochester Hills, Michigan. I am putting a name or a face to my name because I have a podcast and I'm all, and then probably, I didn't want to do this, but get a YouTube channel. Probably should. I just don't want to deal with the video editing. Maybe I'll do a no-face YouTube channel, but whatever, I digress. And then also check out our ad in the Ferndale Friends coming up. So now if you're doing an email outreach, that's stronger for you because you're not asking for a sale. You're not trying to get a cold call sale off of an email or whatever. You're just like, hey, check out our ad, keep an eye out. So if you do that and you put your name, logo, or business name, and then they flip through that circular, then hopefully it pops out to them, right? Now it creates another legitimized touch that hopefully, I'm trying to invite new members in that area to be a member of MetroTrade. So, and then I have it go one more time or 2 more times, one more like, hey, you know what? Try us out, blah, blah, blah. Here's the fees. And then I think a few days later, it does a close. It's just like, you know what? If you haven't heard from you yet, that's cool. No hard feelings, whatever, no big deal. Keep us in mind. If we find out later that's something for you, you can just apply yourself online if you want to. You ain't got to talk to me. I don't care. I'm not here to be a fast talking, closer because I can't close you on this. Either you want to do it or you don't. I mean, it's your business. It's your money. I'm not going to, it's one of those things where I can only do maybe 1 or 2 plumbers per town, right? So if there's 100 plumbers, then, just by the law of averages, I'll get more than a couple interested. So I don't care if you don't want to do it. I'll find the next plumber, one of those things. So super low pressure, no big deal. So I don't know. I'm hoping that this works out for me. I found out that the last month when I did my sequence, it's called a sequence, was sent out to 751 folks. And it was the email warm-up program anyways. And then I found out later that the people that were in there weren't even decision makers. It was the wrong kind of businesses. I just kind of let the AI program do its thing because I was overwhelmed. Then I had Perplexity do it for me because you can do that. And then I just kind of got out of it. It was just like, whatever, let it run and let it use up my credits because I don't want to waste my credits. Anyway, if you are going to try an email program because, you want to get more outreach, you don't want to hire outside sales rep, and you need to drum up some business, something to look into, perhaps Apollo. They have a good training program. They have one-on-one. They give you a call when on your schedule. I think I get 3 more. And yeah, so I didn't want to keep you too long. Just want to give you an update on how the Apollo program is running for me. I don't really know yet because I didn't use it right last month, and now I'm using it right. And already I'm noticing a difference in the numbers, and that was just on the first day yesterday. So, as they say, if you at first you don't succeed, try again. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see you in the next week, next Thursday. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to do. All right, that's it. Be good or be good at it. Bye-bye.
All right, you marketing leaders, strap in for a wild ride to the neon-drenched psychedelic landscape of 21st century advertising. We're about to dive headfirst into the exciting realm of Get Prepped, a video game that's not just a game, but a revolutionary way to market your products to the masses. Picture this: You're sitting in your living room, eyes wide with wonder, when suddenly you're transported into a virtual world where the lines between reality and fantasy blur like a dolly painting in a microwave. This, my friends, is Get Prepped. And it's about to turn the advertising world on its head. Get Prepped is here to help. Forget everything you know about advertising. This isn't your grandfather's Madison Avenue approach. This is the future, and it's as breathtaking and thrilling as a sunset over Las Vegas. Imagine your product right there in the hands of your potential customers. No ad blockers, no skip buttons, just pure, unadulterated exposure. It's like delivering your message directly to the consumer's heart. And the reach? My God, the reach. We're talking about an industry 3 times the size of movies and music combined. It's a behemoth, a leviathan of capitalism that makes YouTube look like a public access channel in BFE. But here's the kicker. The amazing opportunity that'll have you smiling all the way to success. It's affordable, cheaper than many traditional marketing methods. For the price of a year's worth of SEO snake oil, you can have your product showcased across the virtual wonderland for eternity. So listen up, you innovative thinkers. The world is changing. If you don't change with it, you'll be left behind, a relic of a bygone era, like phone books or human decency. Get Prepped isn't just a game. It's a ticket to future of advertising. The wave of the future is coming, and it's either ride it or be crushed beneath it. The choice, you visionary leaders, is yours.